Welcome back to part 3 of our series on the 100 scientific discoveries that built the modern exam syllabus. In this episode, we explore the completion of the Human Genome Project, the revolutionary cloning of Dolly the sheep, and a dedicated tribute to India's greatest scientific legends, C. V. Raman, S. N. Bose, Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar, and J. C. Bose, followed by the greatest cosmic questions of the universe. Grab your notebook, and let us dive into discovery number 41. 41. The Human Genome Project was completed in 2003, mapping all 3 billion letters of human DNA. It was one of the largest scientific collaborations in history. 42. Shinya Yamanaka's stem cell breakthroughs in the mid-2000s showed that ordinary adult cells could be reprogrammed back into a flexible, embryonic-like state, opening doors for regenerative medicine. 43. In 1996, Ian Wilmut and his team cloned Dolly the sheep, the first mammal clone from an adult cell, proving that specialized cells still carry the complete genetic blueprint of the organism. Now, before we go further, let us talk about a chapter Indian exams love, and international textbooks often underplay. Chapter 4, India's Scientific Genius. 44. Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman discovered the Raman effect in 1928, showing that light changes wavelength when it scatters off molecules. It won India its first Nobel Prize in the sciences, and it is now used to identify chemical substances just from how they scatter light. 45. Satyendra Nath Bose worked out new statistics for particles in 1924, the mathematics behind what we now call bosons, a class of particles that includes the Higgs boson. Einstein was so impressed he co-developed the idea further, and together their work is called Bose-Einstein statistics. 46. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar calculated in 1930 that there is a maximum mass a white dwarf star can have before it collapses further. This is the Chandrasekhar limit, and it eventually won him the Nobel Prize decades later. 47. Jagadish Chandra Bose demonstrated wireless radio communication in 1895, actually before Marconi's famous public demonstration, though Bose never patented his work. 48. The same J. C. Bose also built an instrument called the Crescograph, which proved that plants respond to stimuli much like animals do, showing measurable reactions to touch and injury. 49. The Green Revolution of the 1960s, driven internationally by Norman Borlaug and in India by M. S. Swaminathan, introduced high-yield crop varieties that pulled India back from the edge of famine. This is as much an economics and policy answer as a science one, and examiners love that overlap. Science does not happen in a straight line. It loops back on itself. Now let us zoom out from the Earth entirely into the universe itself. Chapter 5, The Big Cosmic Questions. 50. In 2012, scientists at CERN's Large Hadron Collider finally detected the Higgs boson, the particle responsible for giving other particles mass. It had been theorized since the 1960s and took decades and billions of dollars to confirm. 51. In 2015, the LIGO observatory detected gravitational waves for the first time, ripples in spacetime caused by 2 black holes merging over 1 billion years ago. Einstein predicted these a century earlier but doubted we would ever detect them. 52. In 2019, the Event Horizon Telescope produced the first ever image of a black hole, a glowing ring of light around an inescapable dark center. 53. Edwin Hubble showed in 1929 that distant galaxies are moving away from us, and the farther they are, the faster they recede. This was the first solid evidence that the universe is expanding. 54. Georges Lemaître, a Belgian priest and physicist, proposed what we now call the Big Bang Theory between 1927 and 1931, the idea that the universe began from a single, incredibly dense point. 55. Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson accidentally detected the cosmic microwave background radiation in 1965, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang still filling the universe. They initially thought it was noise from pigeon droppings on their antenna. 56. Michel Mayor and Didier Queloz discovered the first exoplanet orbiting a Sun-like star in 1995, called 51 Pegasi b, kicking off the modern search for planets beyond our solar system. 57. Urbain Le Verrier predicted the existence of Neptune through mathematics alone, and Johann Galle confirmed it through a telescope in 1846, one of the great triumphs of theoretical prediction. 58. Clyde Tombaugh discovered Pluto in 1930, though it was later reclassified as a dwarf planet in 2006, a reclassification that still causes arguments among astronomers. 59. Arthur Eddington confirmed Einstein's general relativity in 1919 by observing starlight bending around the Sun during a total solar eclipse, turning Einstein into a global celebrity overnight. 60. Enrico Fermi achieved the first controlled, self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction in 1942, in a squash court underneath a Chicago stadium, laying the groundwork for both nuclear power and the atomic bomb. We have journeyed from the code of life and India's greatest scientists to the outer limits of the observable universe in Discoveries 41 through 60. In Part 4, we return to the digital and planetary world, transistors, microchips, the World Wide Web, plate tectonics, and mRNA vaccines. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to catch Part 4 next.